You'll be surprised to know your dog is trying to tell you something every single day. Not through barking, not through whining, but through subtle signals. An unexpected yawn, a seemingly unconscious stretch, or a glance that meets yours then quickly turns away. Have you ever felt like your dog was trying to say something, but you just couldn't figure it out? Maybe when you came home from work, it ran up to you, then stepped back. Or one evening, it suddenly stared at you without doing anything. We love our dogs, no doubt about that. But the heartbreaking truth is, many times, we don't know how to listen to them. And we unknowingly ignore the messages dogs send us every single day. This video will help you recognize 10 special signals your dog uses to communicate. Some of these signs may seem simple, but if understood correctly, they can completely change the way you connect with your four-legged friend. Have you ever noticed, every time you walk into your home, your dog suddenly stretches its front legs, lowers its chest to the floor, and sticks its rear up, like it's stretching? Don't think of it as just a random move. In the dog world, this is called the play bow, a friendly and loving greeting. They're not just welcoming you home. They're inviting you into their world, as if to say, "I'm so happy you're back." If this pose is paired with a gently wagging tail, bright eyes, and a relaxed face, it's the clearest sign your dog is truly happy to be with you. You can respond with a smile, a cheerful hello, or a slight bow of your own. That helps your dog feel even more connected. They don't ask for much. They just want you to understand. But a wagging tail isn't always a sign of happiness. Some people assume tail wagging means a dog is happy. In truth, it's the way they wag that matters. According to research from Canine Journal, when a dog wags its tail to the right, it feels relaxed and confident. But if the tail shifts to the left, with quick and tense movement, that's a sign of anxiety or uncertainty. You think they're excited, but they might be scared, just trying to hide it. Next time, try paying attention. What is your dog's tail really saying? Don't forget, each tail wag isn't just a body movement, it's a silent message straight to your heart. And if you can read it, you've just stepped a little closer into your dog's emotional world. Sometimes you call your dog, but instead of coming, it backs away. This reaction is often misunderstood as disobedience or stubbornness, but the truth could be far deeper. When a dog steps back, avoids eye contact, or drops its ears while stiffening its body, it's saying, "I'm worried. I'm not sure this place is safe." This behavior is common in dogs that have been scolded, frightened by loud voices, or experienced past trauma. Instead of forcing them to come closer, try lowering your voice gently, giving them space, and letting them approach you when they're ready. Not every act of love needs to be assertive. Sometimes, stepping back is a way to say, "I respect you." And when you do that, you're healing invisible scars within them, with nothing more than your tenderness. Another often overlooked behavior: dogs shaking off their entire body after playing or after a tense moment. You might think they're shaking off water or fur, but no, they're shaking off emotions. It's a natural self-regulation mechanism, helping them release extra excitement and return to calm. If after an intense play session, your dog suddenly shakes itself like a wet towel, that's their way of resetting mentally, like us taking a deep breath after a long day. But if that shaking happens frequently, with no clear cause, and includes trembling, pay attention. The environment might be making them anxious. When you understand this, you'll stop wondering, "Why is my dog shaking so much?" and start seeing a living being trying to stay emotionally balanced. Just like we do, there's also a super sweet behavior: but very few people understand its deeper meaning. Dogs bringing you their toys. Not because they want you to throw them. It's how they share their most valuable possessions, a clear sign of trust and deep affection. In a dog's world, toys aren't just objects. They hold sense, emotions, and memories. When they bring you that toy, it's more than just a play invite. It's their way of saying, I want you to be part of my world. Try accepting it, petting them, or offering gentle praise. That strengthens the bond and makes them feel appreciated. Because in a dog's heart, the smallest action can be the most sincere expression of love. If one day you're sitting and your dog gently leans its back against your legs, congratulations. That's one of the clearest signs of absolute trust. Dogs are naturally alert about their backs, the area they can't see. So when they willingly expose that spot to you, it means they're giving you their full trust. They're silently saying, I know you'll protect me, just like I quietly protect you every day. Don't ignore this gesture. It's an unspoken promise of connection that nothing else can replace. Just let it be. Rest your hand gently on their back, or simply sit together in silence. Because sometimes love doesn't need to be loud. It just needs to stay long enough. There might be a morning when you wake up and your dog gently licks your hand, slowly and softly. Not because your hand tastes good, not out of habit, but because that's how they check if you're okay, especially after not seeing you move all night. According to veterinarians from Pet MD, early morning hand licking is a strong sign of care, an instinctual health check your dog performs for someone they love. Like a quiet friend asking, Are you all right? Pay attention to their eyes, often soft, with a slight head tilt, waiting for your response. And if you smile, pet them, or talk back. You've just said, I hear you. Sometimes, when you're away, you come home to find your slipper in the middle of the living room. Not torn, not chewed, just placed there. It may seem annoying, but in truth, it's a sign that they missed you. Your dog picked something that smells like you and put it where they could feel your presence. According to the American Kennel Club, AKC, this is a common symptom of separation anxiety, not destruction. They can't call you, can't text, but they can find familiar things to comfort themselves. And your reaction matters. Don't scold. Put the slipper back, gently reassure them, and spend a few moments reconnecting. Because for your dog, having you close is always the best cure. Then there are times when your dog just looks at you for a long time. No barking, no moving, just staring. And you ask yourself, what is it thinking? The truth is, a dog's gaze lasting more than 3 seconds isn't accidental. According to a study in Science Journal, prolonged eye contact between dogs and humans triggers the release of oxytocin, the love hormone, just like between mothers and babies. That means when your dog looks into your eyes, they're rebuilding emotional connection, not just being curious. If you feel loved when they look at you, that's not your imagination. That's science. Try returning the gaze gently, whispering something kind. Because that quiet moment is a soft symphony between two souls from different species. Finally, there's one of the most overlooked behaviors, yet one of the clearest cries for attention. Your dog lightly scratches your leg or rubs its ear when you're not paying attention. That tiny act is actually a classic communication. I want you to notice me. Maybe you're watching TV on a call or lost in your own world, and instead of barking, your dog just taps you gently. They're not loud, they're polite, but full of feeling. Like a friend who doesn't want to interrupt, only hoping, do you still remember I'm here? Don't miss it. Put everything down bend down to hug them, or simply pet them and say, "I'm here." Because to a dog, you are their whole world, and they only need one small sign to know that world is still listening. See? Dogs don't use words, but they talk to us every single day, with their eyes, gestures, toys, and even silence. If you've ever wished your dog could speak, maybe what you really need is to learn to listen with your heart. Because once you truly listen, you'll realize they've always been speaking. We just weren't sensitive enough to understand. Have you noticed any of these signals from your dog before? Share with me in the comments below. And if you found this video helped you understand dogs a little more, hit that subscribe button so we can explore even more wonders from the emotional world of dogs together. Because the smallest things are exactly how dogs show their love every single day.